What's happening, everybody? I'm back. All right. Where I've been isn't where I'm going. And I'll explain. What do I mean by that? I heard something at work that really got me thinking. That really got me the wheels turning, you know? So like we got like at my work where I work. All right, let me start from the beginning. For all the new people that are coming in right now, I was in prison a long time ago. I've been through every county jail, California Youth Authority, juvenile, prison. I've been through the whole system, you know? From a young child, you know, a teenager, until I got, the last time I got out, I was, and I wasn't in there solid. I was in there in and out, you know? Go in there, do a couple years, get out, go back, get out, go back. Well, anyways, the last time I got out was when I was 31 years old. And I knew then, this is it. Changing my life. Changing, no more, I'm not from a gang anymore. I'm not nothing. I made it. I'm out, and changing my life, you know, getting a real job. You know, so I knew that was my turning point in life, you know. When I was younger, I used to always tell my homeboys from the neighborhood that if I survived to be 30 years old, or didn't have life in prison, I was gonna become a normal person, retire the criminal lifestyle, you know, gang, all that stuff. So that's just a quick recap background. Now, ever since I was 31, it took me a couple years, 4 or 5 years, you know, doing jobs here and there. But then I got a really good job, you know, finally after a couple years. You know, I was about 36 years old. I got a really good job, union work, everything, you know. And now I'm 49 years old. Remember, I got out when I was 31. The last time I got out, changed my life. Got a job, started working, got married. I got married when I was 36. 35 maybe. Got married. And then you know, and just started having a normal life, you know, working. Now I own a home. I got my kids. I got a home. I got a wife. I got, you know, a good job. I'm a normal person now. Normal. I pay taxes. Normal person now. That lifestyle, that street lifestyle, is so far behind me. And it's far behind me. I don't even care about none of that stuff. I could care less. All I care about is going to work, paying my bills, and my family. That's it. I don't care about none of these stupid rules or none of that crap, you know? Nothing. Well, okay, so I'm a union worker. I got a good job, you know, whatever. Well, there's been a lot of new guys coming in. And we got a new guy. He just got out of prison. Tattoos everywhere. His whole body, his head, his face, his neck, everywhere, you know? Gang tattoos, you know? And so he's totally like he's a little bit younger than me. He's like in his early 40s. But he just got out, you know? He's fresh, you know? But the other day he made a comment to me. And you know, I was just telling him we were working, and he was like, yeah, you've been busted. Yeah, I've been busted before, you know, a long time ago. And yes, I was from a gang. Yes, I was from a neighborhood long time ago, you know. He was asking me where I was from and stuff like that, you know, which I really hate telling people because I don't even care anymore. I don't go there anymore. I'm not from there anymore. I don't say, you know, like, I don't care about that crap anymore, you know. Gangs and prison and all that stuff ruins your life, you know, holds you back from everything, you know. Well, anyways, he tells me that he's still active or something, you know, and like, and I was just like, okay, and he's like, yeah, you know, and I'm like, you know, and I tell him, like, honestly, I don't even care what, you know, what you are, you know, I don't even care. I'm here at work. We're at work. I could care less where you're from, what type of prison rules, or I don't care. That crap don't move me one way or another. I pay taxes. I'm a working man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay my bills. I gotta pay my mortgage payment on my house. You know, it's like I could care less about your whatever you're still involved with. You know, like I care less. You know, but that really got me to thinking about this. You know, like this whole. You know, so. Like me, I knew I wanted to change my life. And I had been trying to change my life so many times before, all through my 20s. But I couldn't. I couldn't stop going back to prison, going back to jail. I couldn't stop because I was always in my neighborhood. Always in my neighborhood, you know, you know. And that shit just holds you back. You know, it's like, really? I'm trying to hold on to this street that I'm claiming I'm from. I'm trying to hold on to that, but make my life normal at the same time. It doesn't, for me, it didn't work, you know? For me, it didn't work. I just always ended up locked up again, you know? And so where I've been isn't where I'm going. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to that lifestyle. That I'm so happy and joyful in my life that I'm going somewhere totally different. So somewhere totally opposite of a street gang and prison. That's where I've been. I've been there, done that. Now I'm just trying to go elevate, go somewhere else. I'm trying to, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I really didn't know how to explain it, but I was trying to think about how I was gonna make the video, you know? But I feel like he'll grow out of that by seeing us at work. I'm not the only one at work that's been to prison, that's been locked up, that's been in trouble, that's been in a gang, that's, you know, when they were young. I'm just one of many, you know? And none of us that been working for a long time now, anybody that's thriving in life now has nothing to do with none of that stuff. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about your old nickname. No one cares about your old rules and when you're incarcerated. Nobody cares about that crap, you know? We're on the streets here. We're out here. We're free. We work. I gotta pay taxes. You know, it's like, so I think, you know, he's that guy. I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say people's names and stuff, but he's just got out. You know, he did like 20 years or something. So he just needs a little bit of time. Like, I noticed a lot of the regular people that never been involved with that stuff, that just been working their whole lives, they're all like, oh, he's still. But I try to explain to them, look, it's fresh. Everything's brand new for him. Everything's fresh. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to hold on to that. That's all he's known his whole life. Give him some time. Give him a year with all of us, and then he'll realize that all that stuff is stupid, and it doesn't matter. What matters is you working every day, you paying your bills, you elevating your life. You know what I'm talking about? You've been there and done that already. Move on to the next phase in your life. Move on. Go to the next phase. You know what I mean? Where are you going now? You've been there. You've done that. But where are you going now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not going. I know me. I'm not. I'm not going back. I've been there, and I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want that no more. So, a person I believe everybody deserves a chance. I believe everybody deserves a chance. Unless you got weirdo charges, then I'm sorry. You don't deserve another chance. If you did some weirdo stuff once, you'll do it again. But like gang, you're in a gang and when you're young and you got locked up, stuff like that, and some people learn their lesson faster than others. You know what I'm talking about? And some people, it takes them a while to learn their lesson. It takes them a while. It's some time, But that doesn't mean that they can't learn their lesson and change, Because I believe everybody can change, Just because you were a gangster when you were a kid, it doesn't, And I got a real good video. I got a real good about, being in the gang lifestyle. I got a good video I'm gonna put out next, explaining why I think we join gangs and we go to prison and things like that. But that'll be our next video, So let me know in the comments. And this is the thing. I don't even like to talk about I was in a gang, I was in prison, all my new friends that I've had since in the past 15 years, they know, but I don't ever tell them nothing. I don't ever tell them anything. I don't tell them any stories. I don't tell them why I was incarcerated, nothing, like what am I gonna tell them? I popped I popped an enemy, come on, that's just, I don't like I'm embarrassed that I did that. I'm embarrassed. I feel stupid. I feel stupid that I threw away years of my life to shoot another person because he's from another street that I'm from, that I grew up on. I grew up on this street. He grew up on that street. So I shot him. Like how does that sound? Sounds pretty stupid. And then we're going to prison for years for this. Like, that don't even make no sense, that's, you're throwing away your life. That's, you know what I mean? Luckily, I never, I never killed anybody or not, ended somebody's life or not, but that's, you know what I mean? Not all of us make it like that. Not all of us are lucky. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm lucky. I got lucky. I'm lucky that I'm here, But just because you've been somewhere, right? Just because you've been in the gutter, you've been in the slums, doesn't mean that's where you're going. You know what I mean? You're supposed to go somewhere better. Let's elevate. Let's go to a better place. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially us older guys, us older people, it's like, okay, we've been there, we've done that as a kid, you've done that as a child, now we're grown, you know what I mean? Like, that's not where we're not supposed to stay there forever, that's a child thing. That's a children started gangs, children started street gangs and stuff, and us as adults, we're following it and doing jail time and throwing our lives away for something that children created. That's ridiculous, But you guys let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I really want to know, what do you guys think? Am I wrong? Am I, you know what I mean? Let me know, I just want to inspire people to have a good life. You know what I'm talking about? How many gangbangers have a good life? How many guys that are in and out of incarceration have a good life? I mean, I can't think of not one. Not one. So you guys let me know. You know what I mean? Where you've been? Do you want to go there if it was a bad place? You've been in a bad place. You want to go. You still want to. That's where you're going. That's not where I'm going. You know, I'm trying to better things in life. You know, there's a lot of better things in life. All you gotta do is work hard. You know, things will come to you. Good things will come to you. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I forgot, if you're still here, don't forget to subscribe. Like the video if you like it, you know. All right, everybody. Have a good day. And God bless. Thank you very much. See you next time.